We live immersed in individual identities and prejudices that separate us from one another. However, life is an interconnected web where everything happens as a unified whole. When we leave this world, we return to the earth, becoming part of the same soil that sustains us. This essential unity reminds us that, at the core, we are all interconnected. Welcome to our channel. Here we share content that will help you on your journey of emotional and spiritual healing. On our channel, we present self-healing techniques, self-knowledge, emotional intelligence, and spiritual healing. Follow our channel for more content like this. Shall we begin? Many people question how this understanding can explain fears stemming from different ideologies, ideas, and thoughts. Anxiety and stress about the future have become predominant characteristics of 21st century humans. It is evident that a large part of the population is trapped in a vicious cycle of frustration, misery, and collective anger. The answer lies within each individual. Our joys and sorrows, pains and pleasures are generated internally. Even the perception of light and darkness is subjective, varying from person to person. What is bright for some may be dark for others. This duality reveals that the foundation of our experiences resides within us. Therefore, the key to breaking this cycle of suffering is to look within ourselves. By understanding that our reality is shaped internally, we can begin to transform our perception and, consequently, our life experience. True freedom and peace come from recognizing this fundamental unity that connects us all. When we reflect on the essence of our existence, the question arises, what is the true nature of our experience? If we could deeply understand this essence, would we choose to live it in a harmonious and positive way? Without a doubt, we would opt for inner well-being. Imagine that, at this very moment, you have the ability to choose between serenity and stress, between joy and sadness. The choice is clear: the pursuit of happiness. This ability to decide our internal state is something that is often neglected in our society. We do not teach children to value spiritual and emotional growth as a fundamental part of their education. Being a fulfilled and conscious person is essential to interacting positively with the world around us. When we cultivate a sense of inner well-being, we naturally radiate kindness and understanding toward others, creating a ripple effect that reflects throughout society. On the other hand, when we are in internal conflict, our actions can become negative and harmful. We observe that when someone is happy, their presence is contagious and inspiring. However, moments of sadness or frustration can transform that same person into someone difficult to deal with. This dynamic highlights the importance of caring for our spiritual state to maintain healthy and harmonious relationships. In our relentless pursuit of material progress and economic development, we often forget to nurture our spiritual and emotional essence. We focus on fixing the external world, believing that this will solve our problems. However, true transformation begins within us. To truly improve society, it is essential to work on individual growth. This means overcoming limiting identities and prejudices, connecting with our true spiritual essence. By doing so, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to a more balanced and compassionate world. Therefore, it is essential to integrate spirituality into our daily lives and the education of future generations. By valuing and developing our spiritual dimension, we create a solid foundation for a more just, loving, and sustainable world. Although at first glance, we may seem distinct due to gender, at the core, we are the same species. However, elements such as nations, ideologies, race, and religion have fragmented humanity in various ways. It is crucial that we pass on to our children and future generations the understanding that life is a unified whole. The grandeur of creation provides us with individual experiences, but in reality, everything occurs as a single entity. We must internalize this truth now, because otherwise, we will only understand it at the moment of our passing. When we return to the earth, we all become part of the same soil, sharing a common essence. This spiritual connection reminds us that despite superficial differences, we are all interconnected. Cultivating this awareness strengthens harmony and unity among all beings, promoting a more fulfilling and meaningful coexistence. The simplest and most powerful way to break the cycles of stress, anxiety, and scarcity is by turning inward. When we look within and confront our pains, limitations, and patterns, we initiate a transformation process that not only frees us, but also impacts the world around us. Often, avoiding this inner dive seems more comfortable. We create distractions, justifications, and even emotional traps to escape confronting our shadows. This happens because looking within can be painful. It is a path that requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to change. However, this is the only path capable of leading us to true liberation and growth. By transforming our inner world, we directly impact society. Every change we make within ourselves, whether by adopting more empathy, cultivating inner peace, or breaking destructive patterns, reflects in the world around us. A harmonious individual inspires others to seek the same. No matter how challenging it may be, looking within is the first and most essential step in creating a lighter, fuller, and more abundant life. Transform yourself, and the world around you will change as well. Looking inward may be painful at first, but it is an essential step in transforming your life. However, over time, the results obtained by facing your emotions and internal patterns bring not only relief, but also a sense of purpose and fulfillment. When we transform, we create the ability to inspire and help others do the same. In my experience as an unconscious mind therapist, I have observed many people who seemed willing to change. Consciously, they wanted to break free from the cycle of pain, stress, and anxiety. But unconsciously, their minds resisted. This resistance occurs because the unconscious is programmed to preserve patterns that have been ingrained throughout life, even if they are harmful. It believes that maintaining these cycles is the best way to protect you. To break free from this, it is essential first to recognize that change is necessary. The second step, equally important, is to bypass this unconscious resistance by understanding its pros and cons. Ask yourself, what do I lose by remaining in this emotional state? Make a list of your answers and continue filling it over time. This exercise helps motivate you through the pain of staying in the same place. Then ask yourself, what do I gain by changing these patterns? This approach moves your unconscious toward pleasure, showing that transformation can bring more benefits than remaining in the illusory comfort of pain. This reflection creates a powerful duality, the recognition of what hurts and the enthusiasm for what can be achieved. Additionally, it is important to reevaluate the role of negative feelings. Many times, we believe that emotions like fear or anger protect us. But in reality, most of our fears never materialize, and anger, instead of protecting us, often drains us and distances us from more effective solutions. There are other, more constructive ways to deal with threats and challenges, such as setting clear boundaries, seeking emotional support, and developing resilience. This change is a daily practice. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a constant practice of self-observation. Remember, breaking destructive emotional cycles is an investment in your well-being and the positive impact you can have on the world. When you choose to look within and transform your life, you discover not only the power to change yourself, but also to inspire and transform those around you. We have reached the end of this video. I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave your comment below, sharing your thoughts and how you believe we can strengthen this spiritual and emotional connection in our daily lives. Together, we can create a more conscious and harmonious community. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content.